Hi everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the CaskX Show. What we plan to do here is bring you all the fun facts, happening, events, sales and general data that surrounds the whiskey industry each month. So first off, we're going to look at last month, the month of April. Now, perhaps starting with a very fun fact, the Pope himself, the Pope of the Vatican, referred to whiskey as the real holy water last month. So, some fun facts to know there. The Pope really likes whiskey, and for him to call it the real holy water, it's pretty highly regarded in his eyes. So I'm sure that sent a lot of non-believers out to taste some whiskey. Second fact, a very exciting release came from Japan last month by Suntory. A bit of background, sakura, which is cherry blossom trees, trend has been happening in Japan. So a lot of small distillers have been experimenting, cutting down the cherry blossom trees and using them to make casks and age whiskey in. The notes that come from these casks, I've tried a few, are mochi flavoured, like really light, fresh notes. And now, finally, Suntory, Japan's biggest whiskey producer, has entered the trend and released a 15-year-old grain whiskey finished with 3 years in sakura tree wood. So I think we're all very excited to try this one. Over in the States, the San Francisco World Spirits Competition took place, which is one of the biggest spirits judging competitions in the world, and the Glenronach 15-year-old Revival took home Best Whiskey in the Show and the Best Scotch Whiskey awards. That's a very, very big award to win, especially for just a 15-year-old whiskey, but I think I speak for all of us when I say that Glenronach is a very great whiskey indeed. Now, next up, sadly, a cyber attack was launched on the Whisky Auctioneer's latest auction. The Whisky Auctioneer is the biggest online auctioneer of whiskey in the world. And the cyber attack targeted the client data, personal information. Luckily, the team could stop it. But it's quite sad that the auction had to shut down because this was the first auction where we've seen a Macallan 1926 bottle go on as a lot. Now that's been called the Holy Grail of whiskey. Last year it broke the world record for any bottle ever sold at auction because it sold for over $2 million at Sotheby's. That's including all the fees. So this was the first time we'd see it go on another auction. It would tell us if that was a hoax or just a one-time thing, or if the price would skyrocket again. But sadly we can't know that yet, and we have to wait for the Whisky Auctioneer for more details on what's happening. That's all we have for now. As you know, in the coronavirus pandemic that's happening, a lot of distilleries have been making hand sanitizers, but a very fun thing that started recently in the last 3-4 weeks is that a lot of teams, bars, distilleries have started doing online virtual tastings. So for people who are locked down at home in different countries around the world, they can go on, participate, enjoy some whiskey and hear some thoughts from experts. So if you have a chance to get on any of those, we highly recommend you do. I've participated in a few and it's been quite fun. Now, moving on from news, we will be looking at the best performing brand of each month during this CaskX Show. For the month of April, this was the Glenrothes Distillery. We sold quite a few casks of them. A lot of investors started their portfolio with some Glenrothes casks. The distillery itself is owned by Edrington, which also owns the Macallan Distillery and the Highland Park Distillery. Now, these are two of the biggest distilleries in the world of Scotch whisky. The most famous one would be the Macallan, holds most of the world records at auction, highest prices reached, like most loved brands. They've turned so many beginners and people who never thought they'd like whiskey into long-time connoisseurs. So the company that owns the Macallan owning the Glenrothes Distillery is a very big deal, and I think that's why most of our clients decided to buy on that, because they know that the company has vision for the future, invests a lot in branding and marketing, and will probably grow very much in the next few months. Last but not least, we have our best performing blog post of this month, and that was our new guide on cask investment. So that was the most clicked on article of the month. It seems that a lot of people want to learn more about cask investment, all the benefits of it, the downfalls of it, and last but not least, the exit strategies that they can take once they want to sell their investment. That's all for this month's CaskX Show. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again next month.